Well, welcome back to Tea and Toys, and have just finished watching the Hasbro Pulse fan stream for June 24th, 11 AM Eastern Standard Time, if you're in America, on the East Coast, that is. So it's about 4 o'clock in the UK, so it was about 50 minutes long. So we're going to have a quick little scoot through, and we will discuss their question at the end of the fan stream a little bit more in depth, and I'll add my 10 penneth in there. So what did we first cover? Let's zoom. Who do we get up first? We got Megatron, Studio Series Megatron. Now, one thing I will say right here, right now, is they did not cover the question in regards to Megatron's blue shins. We can see from the picture here, they don't look blue. It actually looks like more of a shiny, silvery plastic on this picture here. And then if we zoom round, and it does look kind of greyish on the model they're using, but then again, it could be just a camera, it could be the lighting. So they didn't actually cover that. They did sort of go, oh, well, you know, things get leaked, blah, 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 blah. They did semi-cover it, but I felt personally they avoided the blue leg issue. They didn't mention it straight up. And they outright said there will not be a gun version of Megatron. If you want to kick, scream and cry about that, go and kick, scream and cry about it. I personally think that I'm in the camp. Megatron is now a tank. The original G1 Megatron is now a tank. It makes more sense from a battle perspective within the cartoon. Him having to rely on somebody else to capture him, to fire him. Okay, not in all instances. That doesn't always happen. I think there's 2 instances where he shoots where nobody's holding him. But by the by, he's a tank going forward. And for me, it just makes more sense. It makes more sense. Or just make him a triple changer light, so you still have the gun mode in there within an animation. But within a toy world, no. I actually think the question should be asked in regards to the Hasbro team. We'll take the original classics version of Megatron. You know, the one with the great big wings on it, the one that looked like a Nerf gun. Can that version become a more modernised toy with the up-to-date articulation, using the wings as some form of riot shield? I always hated the wings on it. I always wanted to be able to take them off, like, without, you know, having to unscrew and take the toy apart. Can that version of a gun Megatron exist? That's the question I want to know. So, Evan, if you're watching, and I know you are watching, can that be a possibility? Nerf gun Megatron. It's not the Walther P-38. You're not going to get it. You're not going to get the Nazi gun. Okay, guys? You're not going to get it. But can you do the Nerf gun version? Just a question out there. So, yeah, they don't cover the blueness, but they do look great in this picture here. And then we scoot forward. Size comparison with him and Optimus Prime, saying, oh, he should be taller. I disagree. I think they're the same height, but there we go. We'll scoot forward. Who's next up? Okay, reissue of 86 Grimlock. Fantastic news for those of you that missed out on him. So I'm glad that he's back for those that didn't get him. And we'll scoot forward. And then we got, I think it was Thundercracker that they were showing off from the Wolf Cybertron High Noon game. So we now complete our Seeker trio from there. So if you want a set of 3, they're all here, and they look, and to be fair, they actually all do look good. I know some people complain about the chest on the star screen, but it is what it is, and they're not going to redo it anytime soon. And they have confirmed he's got the yellow eyes, so I think that's actually quite a good thing that they're doing with the Thundercracker. So all good news there. Let's show them all of them together. What a great trio! That is, it looks brilliant, and I think they've all got different guns. I seem to have disarmed Starscream here, but as a trio, they do look good. And then from there. Ah, yes, it was the first up Constructicon. So we show off Mixmaster. Again, looks quite good. It doesn't seem to suffer from the Bone Crusher issues. And then we scoot forward to Scavenger, which they did wrongly name as... gone too far. As Scrapper, but they did correct themselves. He does have the big pelvis going on. Now, this was actually my first Constructicon, so I've got a lot of love for Scavenger. So I'm looking forward to having him in the collection, aside from the big pelvis area. But I'm happy. He looks better and doesn't seem to suffer as badly as the Bone Crusher, which is a shame, having to buy a bloody add-on kit for that thing, but it is what it is sometimes. An extra 50 quid. And they show off the completed Devastator. We have seen this before, but it's nice that they can now officially go, hey, this is what it looks like. We zoom forward again, confirming that Scavenger is in fact an excavator, for those of you who didn't know that. And then they show off the Alita 1 from Transformers 1 again, as you know if you're fans of the channel. Didn't love it, didn't love the movie. I felt there are a lot of issues with it. That's not putting people down that love it. It's just not for me. It wasn't for me. It's not my Transformers. I don't like that approach for Optimus Prime and Megatron being best buddies as children. I don't like that approach. I never have and never will. But for those of you who do like it, hey, new Alita 1 toy. And then what was quite cool is they did show off 2 more. Oh, here we are. The Starscream. Now, if I'm honest, I do love Starscream as a character. G1 version of the character. I don't like his depiction in Prime, and I don't consider the Armada version, like the Energon and Cybertron versions they're slightly different, although it is the same overall character. But the Armada version, I don't see him as a Starscream. I think he's too separated. I think you could actually get away with him being a completely separate character, which, same with the Beast Wars Rising, I actually came up with the idea that having Altar as a separate character from Starscream, which is what they did in Beast Wars Rising with Armada Starscream. When I read that, I was like, oh my god, they stole my idea. Oh dear, the things you think of, and somebody else has also thought of it. Him in his alt mode looking quite cool. Oh, Steve Buscemi as a Transformer, who would have thought? Mr. Pink as a Transformer. And then we get the KSI. Now this is concept art of a character. Hopefully that loads properly. It's being annoying now. Gone too far into the stream. Can't get that picture of her front. Can't ever move out of the way. Oh, back again. Oh, here she is. So the Widowmaker, the one we don't see transform in the movie. You can now get a full army of the KSI guys. I think this is great. For those of you who want an army build, doing all those KSI bots is fantastic. However, lazily and craply they transformed in the film. They whooshed. They didn't transform. They whooshed. Transformers don't whoosh. They transform. But yeah, another army builder. What fantastic. Is the two-headed guy, was he one of the KSI ones? Yeah, do him. Do the two-headed guy. Let me scoot forward again. This is the timeline stuff. Again, this is cool. Not for me, but I think they're quite cool. I would like to see the Insecticon train. We all want to see the Shockwave, and there's obviously the Megatron and the Bumblebee as well. Most of the Autobots are just trains, but they still saw quite a cool collection. And they showed off. Oh no, not gone too far. Grey version of Arachnid. It's a close up. There is a close up. There she is from the Transformers 1 movie. I would love to see Transformers Prime Arachnid. Love that design. The original toy, absolutely awful, absolutely rubbish. Why did I buy it? I'm still wondering why I bought it now, but I still sold it and made money on it. Can you believe it? So yeah, for those of you that love the Transformers 1, they're doing Arachnid, which I think is a great approach to be doing. I think, what else have we got? Oh yeah, they showed off Alpha Trion with his Lionicorn mode. Again, that's another version they're doing. So this is for those to beat those leakers, the people that steal them from the factories, buy them for extortionate prices, and then start showing off the toy. This is Hasbro combating that and going, hey, F you, we're showing it first. And good on them, good on them. And then there was a few questions that they did cover. I'll try and get the question up. Now, they did explain that Mudflap and Skids may come, but just not yet. I am under the impression, if there is concept heads for these two characters, release them in both the combined ice cream car or the two separate little box cars. I say release them. Just do it. If there is concept heads which are less offensive, release them like that, and then let the third party guys just do separate heads. That's my opinion. Just do it. I actually still think they should have just been ice cream truck throughout the entire movie instead of an ice cream truck for about 15 seconds and then 10 seconds later they turned into two separate cars. I don't like the idea of Transformers just be able to scan anything and then turning into that. I think there needs to be restrictions and limitations. Like Reflector, he shouldn't be able to just warp himself into a plane if he wants to be. No. There has to be some deep-rooted embedding circuitry and hard code. They just can't do certain things. Okay, now, the interesting thing is what they asked is, do you want to see toys of characters from Season 1 and 2 of the Generation 1 cartoon that did not appear in the 86 movie, but within the Studio Series 86 segment? Now, this could cover anything. This covers also concept, and they did sort of say that within this. Like, there are characters that were in deleted scenes, there are concept things that are there. So this could actually include I think it's 9 or 10 Decepticon generals that appeared at Starscream's coronation, the gold statues. Okay, they'll probably do release a gold version of them as well as an exclusive. So they could be a potential, those guys. And that would be so interesting if they do those. Some of them might need renaming, but wow, that would be a really nice thing. I say do. I want to see Sting. I want to see Blaster's Sting cassette. I want to see Cubby. I know Cubby turned into Steeljaw, and also Stripes, which was the Tiger, which we have seen actually officially released in the Encore series when they did Encore Twincast about a decade ago. So I say yes, do them. Do Sting, do Cubby, do Stripes. Give Blaster more cassettes. I would love to see it. Would absolutely love to see it. And if you're looking at concept stuff, the Dragon Combiner from the Zoo script where Autobot City had a zoo, and there was an Autobot Dragon Combiner, which many believe to be the precursor to the Predaking design, but this guy would be completely different. I'd say, I think there's 5 of them, like there's 5 Predacons. But yeah, I'm up for that. I am totally up for the concept Dragon Dude for 86 concept. Use the original Blaster cassettes. Definitely the Decepticon Generals I would love to see as well. I would like them to be sort of opposites to the Primes in some form or fashion. What else have we got? I'd like to see a transforming Quintesson Executioner. Do him now. We've had the Bailiff, we've had the Alicon, we've had the Sharkticon, and we've had at least 2 or 3 different versions of the Quintesson itself. So yes, do it. I want to see that Executioner and the Prosecutor, actually, the Executioner and the Prosecutor with transformations. I would say make them some kind of sea animal. One could be a jellyfish, one could be a seahorse or something like that. I don't know. Just do it. What a great idea. Or even a piranha. You could use the Sharkticon moulders, maybe. Oh, no, maybe not the Sharkticon. They are their own mold. So I think the Prosecutor's got the tentacle arms, and the Executioner's got like the mantis. So he could actually be a mantis. Actually, he's got more mantis type arms. So I'm just spouting ideas here. So yes, there are plenty of room for them to do more concept characters. Finish off the characters from Lethone, do the concept dragon, and do Sting, Cubby, and Stripes. Well, we already know Stripes is an official character, but it's Cubby and Stripes. Can they be made official as well? Well, that is my thoughts and feelings in regards to this Transformers live stream. Don't forget to love, like, subscribe, and see you guys in the next video.